This year I've been using the Gibbs Koho. Last year it was a Gibbs Crocs. And it doesn't really matter what you use. I do like the colored copper in this lake for obvious reasons. This lake has goldfish in it, and these fish are feeding on goldfish. I can let them swim away. Now when I'm casting spoons, I want to tighten that line. As soon as it hits the water, tighten it right up. Have it nice and straight. And get ready for a bite. When these fish hear that spoon hit the water, they will come in and smash it. Fish right behind us there, 15, 20 feet away. So they are swimming in here. And you want to reel right up to the boat. Keep your rod tip down. That will keep your spoon in the water. I find casting perpendicular to your boat can be quite successful. For whatever reason, the fish don't seem to follow your lure in when you're reeling in close to your motor at the back of your boat, but they don't seem to mind coming in when the lure is being retrieved perpendicular to your boat. It works for me. I'm not sure if it'll work for you. I'm in 11 feet of water. Don't need to worry about getting down to the bottom. These fish will see that spoon at the top and they'll come up and smash it. So if you're anywhere from a foot to 3 feet below the surface, that is fine. I like to fish an area for a good 10-15 minutes. If I'm not finding fish and I'm not getting bit, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna just move. Now, a little bit of a wind like this is perfect. You can actually drift along and find your fish that way. But I did just have about 3 hits there on that one cast, so we're gonna keep fishing here. Now, if they're not completely latching down, I might downsize my spoon. I do like to start with a bigger spoon. It's easier to cast a lot further. But if they're not hooking up, I will go to a smaller spoon with a smaller hook. I really like having this. This is my Koho rod. I bought a cheap Koho rod last fall. It's a really stiff rod, so it helps whip those spoons out there quite nicely. As for main line, I know a lot of people use braided line and they like their braided line. I'm a 10-pound Maxima Ultra Green guy all the way. I use it for Koho, use it for trout, use it for kokanee, use it on all my reels. Buy great big spools of it. You don't have to worry about buying smaller packs to fill one reel and then buy another one. It's more expensive that way. This way, you just use 10-pound Maxima Ultra Green on everything and you don't have to worry. There he is. Whoa. It's a nice fish. Okay, so we've been anchored, the fishing has died down. Now we're gonna drift with the wind. I'm just gonna turn the boat around a bit. Gonna drift with the wind, try and get the wind to push the boat sideways. And I'm gonna cast to where I'm drifting to. Those fish are usually not disturbed as much as the ones behind you. Mind you, after you drift over a fish, they will come in behind the boat and they will bite it. So as the fall progresses, the weeds die down. So our structure gets less and less. This is why I believe I'm finding them in closer in the shallows. The water gets colder. They're feeding in amongst the weed beds and amongst the reeds. Early fall, you can catch them just about anywhere. You just have to find the structure in the water. And they're usually hanging out around there trying to chase out goldfish or insects. There he is. Nice fish. Really nice fish. He's not ready to come in. Okay, in one of our last videos, I talked about transition zones. I am hitting a transition zone right now, and I got one. That's pretty awesome. They are jumpers this year. So I've got a nice transition zone that I'm going to try and drift across. By the time I land this one, I might have to start again. They got lots of spunk in them. I don't want to tire them out completely, but I don't want them wrapping around in the net. You get them wrapping around in your net, they get tangled, and it's just not good for the fish. You want them basically cradled in the net, release them, catch another one. Barbless hook. It's a nice one. He's not ready. Oh, love it. Love it.